very grateful. I think thanks to all of you, so Kaohsiung Online Study Group is our 9th year, and we can go on. So now let's go on to invite our volunteer, Miss Li Huimiao, and she is going to share the topic, feeling rich spiritually, we live peacefully. And I would like to, hi everyone, I'm Li Huimiao. I would like to share the volunteers morning assembly that while we get the discourse from Dharma Master Zhen Yan, she teach us. This article is from June 1st, 2021. First of all, I would like to introduce you Volunteers Morning Assembly. This is a meeting not just for volunteers, but not just for our Tzu Chi volunteer, but for everyone who are interested in doing good deeds, you know. In 2,500 years ago, Buddha was still alive, and he such a wise man he is. Even on that time, they don't have many vehicles to travel around the world, but Buddhist teachings spread to everywhere. So how lucky we are, we can use the high technology and the social media to join in the volunteers morning assembling, and by using this social media we can get the discourse from our Dharma Master Zhen Yan. It's very incredible, right? And do you remember? Now I would like to tell you, in the year 1961, during that time, 1961 is the very first time our Tzu Chi Foundation we started 7-day chanting retreat. Actually, this is the first time Master Zhen Yan organized the 7-day chanting retreat for our volunteers, and she was surprised that during this by this 7-day chanting retreat, what a good chance she can offer to our Tzu Chi volunteer to learn the basic disciplines of Buddhism of our volunteers. And let's see this picture. In the year 1969, the lunar calendar, March 24, there were only less than 10 people joining this 7-day chanting. And this is the first day of their 7-day chanting retreat. And let's have a look at the video. And during that time, they just set March 24, the lunar calendar is our Tzu Chi day. It's also Master Zhen Yan's birthday. And during Buddha's time, he used Buddha's teaching to share to all the people in need among the world. And this is our purpose, to learn Buddha's teaching, and it's far away for us to achieve Buddhist words, but we try our best to learn, and and Buddha also worried if human beings will be slack and give up easily. So therefore, there's a story about the parable of the conjured city from Sutra. And now you can see Master Zhen Yan, she is teaching us from the video the basic discipline of Buddhism, how to eat, how to dress on, and how to do the lesson. in the 7 days, the 7 days chanting retreat, and also they make a pil- pilgrimage to temple. I hope all of you today join the pilgrimage to temple and behave and be aware of yourself. Hi everyone, I think you realize that um, the voice from Dharma Master Zheng Yan, her voice, during that time we can know how young she was in the year 1960s. Actually, the 7 day chanting retreat of our Tzu Chi Foundation is precious because uh, it's a good motivation for these volunteers to join to went back to Hualien Jingsi abode. So can you imagine that every time there are more than 500 or 600 volunteers go back to Jingsi abode to join a 7 day chanting retreat, and these activities worked and raised until 1989. After 1989, they stopped the 7 day chanting retreat because we already started the establishment of Tzu Chi Hospital. And let's have a look at this picture. These are the volunteer, our African volunteer in South Africa, and how they join our seminar. They try their best to get the Dharma teachings and practice at home, but it's not as easy as you can imagine. First of all, we need the people to translate it from Chinese to English to Portuguese for these South African volunteers. I would like to share you a story from our volunteer Lu Sha. She had been volunteer with Tzu Chi in before 2019. Before she became the volunteer, her husband, as a priest, had a piece of land intended for building a church, to construction a Christian church. And she told her husband, Tzu Chi Foundation, they need a place in Durban where for all the volunteers to gathering together, to cultivate together. So she tried to discuss with her husband again again, time by time, and finally she persuaded her husband, and finally her husband agreed to donate his land. And a few days ago, this volunteer, Lu Sha, she passed away without illness. How lucky she is. But yet, I think I have faith that she has come back to this world soon. She has never left us. And she has come back to this world. And with her good affinity with Tzu Chi, she will come back to us in the future. So, if we have good affinity with Tzu Chi, then after life, we will come back time by time to join the good deeds to help the people in need. So, I think every day we are well prepared to face death and the life after death. I think you and me, we are all the disciples of Dharma Mr. Zheng Yan. So we need to follow her teaching. And Mr. Zheng Yan also says that due to our strength, and she becomes more faithful. and trust that what she does is correct. So she doesn't feel she is old. She doesn't feel the time passed at all. So we you should be like me, that we should cherish our good affinity to be in Tzu Chi volunteer. So I'm very grateful and I share this to you. Thank you so much. So now, you don't need to be perfect, but you need to be, but you need to start so you can be great.
慧妙师姐，她是第一个我们要开始。